It all started one summer evening when I decided to install a smart lock on the gate leading to my backyard pool. I had been looking for a secure way to control access to the pool area, especially since we had young children in the neighborhood who sometimes wandered over without supervision. The smart lock seemed like the perfect solution. It was easy to use, secure, and allowed me to control who could access the pool at any given time. A few days after the installation, I was relaxing on my porch when I saw Karen, a member of the HOA, approaching my yard. She was a frequent source of tension in the neighborhood, always poking her nose into other people's business. This time, she had a scowl on her face, and as she got closer, I could see she was holding her phone. Before I could even ask if everything was okay, she started shouting. "You're violating HOA rules," she screamed. "That lock is illegal. I'm calling the cops." Confused, I tried to explain that the lock was for security purposes and that it was installed to prevent unauthorized access. I told her that I had researched local laws and there was no regulation against using smart locks on private property, but Karen wasn't having any of it. She insisted that it was a violation of HOA policies and continued to make a scene. Without warning, she dialed 911. "Yes, I need the police to come to a private property. There's a smart lock on a pool gate, and it's against the rules," she said, her voice dripping with certainty. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. When the police arrived, Karen was standing at the gate, pointing at the lock like it was a crime scene. The officers approached me with caution, clearly bewildered by the situation. I calmly explained that the lock was on my private property, and I showed them the necessary documents proving I had every right to install it. The officers then turned to Karen, who seemed to be growing more agitated by the second. One of the officers politely informed her that she had no legal grounds to make the call, as I wasn't violating any laws or HOA rules. It turned out Karen had misinterpreted the HOA's guidelines and was trying to enforce them without proper authority. The officers advised her to cease bothering me, or they'd be forced to issue a warning for harassment. As the police left, Karen stood there, her face red with frustration. I couldn't help but smile. Not only had I been within my rights the entire time, but the situation had also made her look foolish. The rest of the neighborhood saw the whole ordeal unfold, and soon enough, Karen's reputation as the HOA enforcer who couldn't follow the rules was cemented. From that day on, I had no further issues with my smart lock, and the pool area remained a peaceful place for my family to enjoy, free from Karen's interference. The experience was a reminder of how sometimes standing your ground and knowing your rights is all it takes to turn a tense situation into a victory.